Hi, 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 hi. I'm just doing my makeup. Give me a second. Hi, hi, guys. Blah, 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 blah. What the flip is going on down there? Hey, what the frick, guys? What the flipping heck is going on down there? Also, where the flipping heck is my mascara? These are the important questions. These are the things they don't want you to think about. I don't know. Oh, guys, it's Modded's birthday. Everyone say happy birthday, Modded. Happy birthday, Modded. I'm probably gonna do, I believe it's Linny's talents today. So I'm gonna do that because yesterday off stream I got enough boss mats for what's his face? Linny. So I have all that stuff ready to go. Now I just need his talents. They're all at 7 right now, I think. So I'm probably gonna have to farm them a couple more times. So maybe like today and Sunday and maybe Monday as well. I'm not sure. Uh, and then yeah, I probably won't farm that artifact domain again until next stream, only because off stream I'm gonna farm that boss for Fremine, so I have enough for his to send him because I only have like 2 of like that boss drop. I really did not get that much of it if I'm being honest. You know. Also, hi RPG. Also, guys, sorry. I don't know why it's taking me so freaking long to do my makeup. Normally, I don't take this long. Give me a second. Give me a second. Also brought, guys, I'm so ready to do the Archon quest. I brought snacks and a coffee, so that way, like, I will not, like, I'm like treating this like I'm about to watch a movie. Like, I have my ice cream. My dad got me an ice cream, and I have a little pastry I've been saving, and a coffee. Is that what's on right now? I don't have my headset on. Persona. Who the hell am I? I just something something. I just want to die. I don't want to beady 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 beady. I can't hear. Maybe. Hey, if I get really into my snack, the Archon quest is done for. Done for. Also, guys, no one. Okay, I'm saying this now, and I mean it, guys. I mean it this time. No one comment about my room. No one, because because why? Oh, because I'm getting a new bed tomorrow. No, it's probably the cleanest it's ever been, but it's empty. I'm getting a new bed tomorrow. I had my brother while I was at work. Well, he didn't do it while I was at work, but so I had him throw all my shit out of my room. So that way I could, because they're bringing my new bed in tomorrow. God, guys, I got a Tempur-Pedic. Oh, no, it's not like a Tempur-Pedic, but it's like the memory foam. That's nuts, guys. I'm like, I feel like pretty freaking important with a temperpedic. Hey, I made a Roblox video, guys, by the way. Shout out Roblox. Shout out all 6 people that watched that video. Hold on. I have to close my door. What the fuck? Are these on? Oh. Oh my gosh, is that freaking Namjoon? Where's OBS? Hi guys. So ignore, like, there's so much stuff on my desk right now. Why is this bang, like, detached? What is happening with my part? Hello? Guys, look at my... You know what? I don't care anymore. And that's what my hair is gonna look like. Hi, Speeder. Oh my god, she's balding! What is that one TikTok audio where it's like, she's balding, and so she blah 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 blah. Yeah, so sorry, I have no backlight today, so that's why I might look a little weird. So I do apologize. I don't know why, out of all the things my brother cleaned up, he decided that the lights were the most pressing issue. He is tucked. Oh, I guess he's not. Well, RJ's gonna be on a different bed soon, so leave him alone. Me and RJ for life, bro. I know if I if nobody's got me, I know RJ's got me. Dog, I got ice cream. A bitch got ice cream. Should I just right off the bat do the Archon quest? This shit's melted already. Great. Fantastic. I do? Thanks. Time to log in, y'all. You lost your brain today? Why? How old did you turn? Hey, bitch, what's up? I knew it smelled in here. What's up? How are you? How's college? This is maple walnut? I know, right? It looks so naked. Also, half my stuff is gone. Like, it's really sad, but my room's gonna look so different. Oh my god, I should spend this weekend decorating. Hey. I just showered. Look, my hair's still wet. So I have like at least another hour before I start to stink. Anyways, we're on Genshin. Hi, Stream Elements, says the cat. There were fairy lights, but they're gone. No, they're just hung up.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolf.
I know. It looks weird in here. Sorry, I'm just eating my ice cream. Come on, Genshin! Were the lights just off in Mondstadt? Can you hear me chewing? I'm chewing.
There's a strange
Hello?
Today's recommendation is a steak.
Alright. Mayu, we're gonna speed run the dailies today. And then we're doing the domain 4 times, and then we're getting out. Alright. So, okay, who here has finished the Archon quest for Fontaine now? Like, who here knows what's going on, like, fully? Oh my god, it's cold! Like, duh, but still caught me off guard. Come here, bitch. Whoa. I have to watch my posture. Guys, I swim laps for like the first time this summer, essentially. Which is, to me, so sad.
So even now you still don't completely trust me, huh? You're a vigilant one. Not that that's a bad thing. I'll never need to worry about you getting duped by someone else. But on the other hand, since you've taken it upon yourself to watch my every move, you'd better be careful when you blink. Who knows? I might just tell a huge, terrible lie while you're not paying attention. You'd be in a real pickle then, wouldn't you?
Damn. Bro's diabolical. Is Maya on top of my daily? What's she doing there? Maya, what are you doing? Oh, that's what happened. 20 channel points, or 20k for what? Explain yourself. Grease is nuts, by the way. What do you need it for? What expensive redeems do I even have? Account review? How much is account review? Oh, what the fuck? Yay! Look at Lynette, she's almost friendship, not almost 8, but she's getting there. I mean, I'm not really building mine. Like, I have her boss material farmed. Like, that's about it. Like, there's not really... She's good, I'm sure. I just... What else can I do, you know? Oh. Okay. We're a little... Alright. This is fine. Yeah, like, I already have, like, multiple Animo DPS. Like, I do not need another one, you know what I mean? I feel like I always tell the leeway one instead. walnuts in this are really good. She's posing? Wait. Can you hear me like this? Like, okay, the mic's right there. Like, can you hear me or no? This guy's so annoying. Okay. Thank you, Darcy. Send in the group chat? Okay, hold on.
Tea is
Guys,
ready.
also, by the way, I'm gonna
Now
ship
it's
the little
time for a
things
short
tomorrow.
rest.
I just don't know how long it's gonna take to get to Mayu. Exercise? Ew! No. Aw, he wants us to hang out with him.
Fireworks are for now, but friends are forever.
He's so cute. Oh, Maya, you think you can do the web again for me? Wanna speedrun the web event? Thanks. Thanks so much. The web event? That's already ended. I don't know. Dog, what? The Civil War? Are you not American? And you don't know what caused the American Civil War? No, I meant the Genshin one, but if there's a Honkai one too, then yes. I don't know. I had an email about it. Web event, see? Oh, August 16th. I think it ended. Oh no, it's oh, it ended yesterday. Never mind. My bad. My bad, y'all. Alright, onto the domain. You got it? Yep, we're doing equity. Oh god. I didn't realize it ended. Muddy, how old are you? I'm being serious. How old are you, and how do you not know what caused the Civil War? I feel like you must be joking. The Civil War, the North versus the South. Abe Lincoln was president. Does any of this ring bells? Really? You really can't remember? Think. North versus South. The Confederate flag? What's... Real, it's one of the main reasons why the North and the South are so different.
Mind David. Be still.
Now disappear.
Yeah, that's crazy, Mayu.
And voila! A round of applause!
Oh, none of that crit. That's crazy.
Surprise!
Yes, the Union. God damn. My children, come on. I really. What? You really forgot that? How could you forget that? I feel like you learned about that in like 8th grade. I guess. Yeah, you learned it last year. Come on. Well, Mayu, yeah, your excuse is you're not American. You know what the Civil War was about, though, right, Mayu, or no?
Kami-sato. Suiyu.
Cue the spotlight! Chip on up!
Here comes the
Okay.
finale.
Yo, chill out.
Now disappear.
Over here!
She probably learned British English, I'd imagine. I think so. When they teach you English, do they teach it with like a British accent or an American accent? Getting the minimum is nuts. Horrible. Oh, really? American? Huh. Better accent. Fun fact, the British accent was created after America was already founded, so. It's all a sham. And don't let them tell you anything otherwise.
A round of applause.
Attempt back. Cascade.
Surprise! Let the magic be...
Step right up.
Patreon. I feel like I'm not into like I don't like when other people from like other places are like America, gimme. I'm like what do you know? You know what I mean? But like Americans are like, I hate America. I'm like, true. You know? I feel like everyone feels that way. It's like being a New Yorker. I'm like, bro, it sucks here. But like I would never live anywhere else in America, probably. And like if someone else is like if someone from like God forbid Jersey says something about New York, I'm gonna all I see is like red. You know? You're gonna see Sixer? That's nuts. Thanks for the hydrate. Do you want water or coffee? I have both. Lots of options.
Here comes the finale. Now disappear.
so good. I think 80 to 340 is a bit much, but you do whatever you want. I'll support you. Alright, that's it, Mayu. Thanks for the help. Do you need to farm anything else really quick or no? Mine can be. I just don't feel like making her share Aqua with like 10 other people. Anyways, guys, time to ascend Linny. Yay! Oh, okay, bye, Maya. Just let me... Is that the max amount of crit you can have? Oh, yeah, if you don't mind, I'll do it. Hey, Trick, how are you? Oh my god, never dehydrate, sorry. I had, like, no water today. I didn't realize... Guys, I'm so stupid. I normally say, I'm like my normal stupidity, like everyday base level stupidity is that I forget to eat lunch because I forget to bring it to work with me. And then so by the time I get home from work, I'm like so hungry. It's so bad for you. Don't do that. Like you're supposed to eat like in increments, but I always forget. And I don't like any of the food places by us, so I'd just rather die. But then today, I was so tired when I woke up this morning, I didn't have breakfast. So I just left the house, like didn't grab anything. I literally thought I was gonna die. On my way home from work, I was like, I'm going to pass away. Like, this is it. Like, I'm going to drop dead. I didn't. Sadly, I survived. But, you know, that's what it's like being me. Just stupid. Fontaine expansion in 4.1? I guess we'll find out on... We'll find out, I guess... in, what, 2 weeks?
Doing all this for me? Are you trying to steal this magician's heart by any chance? Well, in that case, congratulations, my dear apprentice. Or should I say, companion.
You did
For
it!
you have succeeded.
Because I farm them, and I never spend them. Alright, let's see what I can do with these talents. Nothing. Alright, hold on. I don't know. They might. I mean, I'm sure if not in 4.1, I'm sure in 4.2 there'll be an expansion. Although there probably will. I assume if they're gonna continue the Archon quest, then there'll be an expansion. I feel like that's normally how that goes. I don't know though. I could be wrong. $13. Alright, I guess that's fine. Ooh, I got 2 back. Oh yeah, sorry Mayu. Give me 2 seconds. Let me go back to Sumeru. Completely forgot about that. I'm sorry. There's an Archon quest in 4.1 and 4.2. Okay, so I assume both of those will probably have Fontaine expansions then. I'd be surprised if they didn't. I feel like normally an Archon quest comes with an expansion to the map, or to the region I should say, right? Normally? Unless it's like one of like the interlude or the Dainsleif ones, you know? Whatever those are called.
Add
Wait, Mayu! I now do it, sorry.
Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
How many more events are gonna come out until Ganyu? I mean, Depends on, there's, I would assume a lot. When was the last time she was run? Wow. Wow, look at them go. Okay, I can get everything of his to 8. Okay, not bad actually. So I'll be able to get all his talents to 9 probably by next week. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Oh, shoot. I haven't done any of those yet. Nutella funds check. Let's see. Okay, so we're at, what was it, 30 pity? 42 wishes, 30 pity. I'm at 72, so I'm almost at a guaranteed 5-star. At a single.
I wonder what my dear sister Lynette is doing right now. Missing me to death, I'm sure.
Yeah, 29 plus 42. So I'm at 71. Pulls? Or 71 pity, I guess, technically. That's not bad. I'm okay with that. Alright, guys. We are officially starting the Archon quest part 2. I know it's been literally 3 weeks. Oh, I'm in club mode still. It's been 3 weeks, but, you know, we're gonna get it done as much as we can today. What time is it? And I have done all my maintenance stuff in less than an hour. We are doing great on timing. I can't stay up too late today because I do have work tomorrow, and I have to be in early because I'm carpooling with my friend who would literally leave me behind if I'm not in on time with her. Guys, work has been nuts the past 2 weeks because my department used to have 4 people, now it's just 2. But one of my coworkers, this isn't her fault that she's out, obviously, but she's been out she's gonna be out all week. So stuff that was normally done by 4 people is now done by 1 person. That 1 person being me. So I've just been doing everything, and I'm so mad, but it's okay. I'll be all right. I'll survive.
I came here
Oh, hey,
several
girly.
times with my father when I was little.
Oh, wait,
But
do you guys
it's not
want
to be
music
here as
or
often after
Fontaine
growing up.
music?
I hope the food here will be to your taste.
I love
Oh,
food.
don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
Hotel restaurants. I don't know if I've
In
ever
that
been to a
case,
hotel
I'll
restaurant.
go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Okay, well, I don't got that, but I can in a minute.
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine
They
sure
have-
know how to enjoy life.
No, I
Why,
want
of
French onion
course.
soup.
Go ahead, try whatever
It's
you
good.
like.
That's good
If the
food.
food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Woo!
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only 1 dish per table.
You, sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
Well, you know, let me pause the music now so I remember that it's off, so that way once I hear the awkward silence, I'll go, oh my god, the music's off!
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Paimon didn't mean
Oh my
that you had to
god.
order even more food.
That's really good. I'm not that far
Speaking of cases,
in yet.
do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this
Oh
is
yeah,
all
that was
happening?
nuts. I forgot all that happened, huh?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward
I think
before.
my highest is about 70 something.
If only that guy could have
I
finished
think
speaking.
I'm not that far
We
ahead
were
yet.
so
But Chase,
close
you're
to
always, I
hearing
feel like,
who was
on top of
behind
that.
it.
You know what I mean?
In
Yeah, that was
such
nuts. Do you guys
investigations,
remember that? Someone
even the
literally
smallest
died
step can seem
mid-conversation.
like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have
She's no
faith in
faith
their
in y'all.
ability. It's just that
Oh.
a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin
She's so
folk
cute. I
are
hope she's
not
good.
all-knowing.
Or maybe I don't hope she's
That's
good,
why
so
we
I have to pull
exist.
for her.
To seep into the
But
cracks
she's so
where
pretty, it
filth
would be
falls
nice to
through,
have her.
where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
Figures for a
It's all
simpleton.
right. Well,
I'm sorry.
this was supposed to be a farewell meal,
was mean.
so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to shake down the Hydro Archon for some...
That's true.
I forgot.
Didn't have a chance to speak
Nikita
to her
literally
after
sent
the
us here. This is
trial
all her fault.
ended.
Nikita...
Didn't really seem like the
You know,
right
funny
time
enough,
or
she
place
did call
to
her
do it
unique. Remember
anyway.
that? I think, I believe...
I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon.
Sorry, what I was saying, I think, I don't remember if it was after just the second half of the Sumer, or like the final part of the Sumer Archon quest, or specifically Scarmouche's part. But I do remember her just being like, oh, talk to Farina about it, like, she's nuts. Like, I remember her calling her, like, insane or something like that, of the sorts. I don't exactly remember what it was, but I just do remember her referring to her as, like, kind of nuts. By the way, is my mic too far? Or is, like, should I be closer? Like, is this better? Hi, Kyra, how are you? How you been?
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's
Today.
super
It's been 3
popular
weeks.
here in Fontaine, and that it'll be
Oops.
tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say,
Questioning
questionable
legality. That sounds
legality?
fun.
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Nothing wrong with being sketchy.
One way would be to
Happens to the best
infiltrate a
of us.
performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Alright, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then, wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go
Excuse
back
me.
to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get
That's
some
so
sleep.
true, actually. I'm so mean when I'm sleepy.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Speak for yourself,
Ah.
Paimon.
Valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep. All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break.
The cup is bigger than
You
Lumine's
did
head.
defeat her in court,
It's
clearing
huge.
citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean
She's
that if we
embarrassed.
catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense. Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is
Oh
hot.
my god, look at
and
that chef.
Huh?
The chef is a
Hold on.
robot.
Did
Did you
drink
guys
my
see that?
Fanta?
Was this your drink? Sorry about that. me paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done
There's
here.
only 2 cups though. So.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
Did we get drugged? Is there something in this drink? Hello?
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Bro, speaking of sleep,
Yeah, we're stuffed.
we're about to get knocked
That's
out.
a treat,
We're not
Navia.
making it to the end of this meal, I know it. Paimon's head's about to hit the floor. Hello?
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore. Nah, that would be so normal. You know, like you.
She called me a normie.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with... Huh.
Hey, Navia, what are
Oh
you
my god, is she
doing
bad
all
at
day?
budgeting? Same queen.
Nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Muji Warren O'Luffy. I hope I pronounced that right. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Yeah, she just wants to be not like the other Paimons.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
I'm telling you, y'all, we're about to knock out.
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority.
She's so cute. Huh?
In any case, I wish you smooth
Like,
sailing. I'll
she
see you
better
again,
be
partner.
good, because I love my Geo girlies. I'm saying that like my all Geo team isn't all men. But I just do adore my Geo girlies. I really do. What? Oh, oops. Alright. Ah! Sorry. I'm trying to get the music on. I'm sorry. Da-da-da. How did the game audio sound? Do you guys want it a little louder, or was it quiet or good enough? I'm not walking there. Damn. It's a good coffee, guys.
Surprise!
Wait. Yo, my Linny's kind of cracked. I just think that's set. But that's an afterthought.
There aren't many people around anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Vache.
Excuse me? Oh, right, I remember that.
Looks
What
like
did
we're back
Vasher
here
mean again? I looked it up. It meant something stupid.
Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Shoot. I don't remember what it meant, but I know I did look it up. Oh, okay.
That's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache. Vache.
Damn.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water. Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache,
Oh my god,
right?
imagine it's Arlecchino. I know it's not. I'm just desperate for Arlecchino attention.
Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
I knew there was something in our drinks. I knew it! Actually, I'm sorry. It's this bitch? Yeah, I'd dive in head first, goggles and everything, dog.
Vache, are you my dear Vache?
I am not. I'm sorry. Disappoint.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my
Yes.
love is?
Unless.
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do
Damn.
not know.
You would never catch me so down bad for somebody that I forget my own name but remember theirs. Lord have mercy on me if I'm ever that down bad for a person. Because that's nuts. Oh, that's nuts. She's absolutely crazy for that. Anyway, sorry.
My
Someone's
memories
got to get
feel
my
like
girl
they
out of the
have been
trenches.
washed
Or the
away like a
fountains.
flood. So many fragments
It's not
dissolved
right.
amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
Oh my god, are they missing people turning into oceanids?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
That one Genshin family changed her name. What? What? I'm sorry. Do you mean legally? Who?
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Can someone find me a post of this? I need to see this. I'm sorry. Also, are the dissolved people turning into literal oceanids? That'd be kind of cool.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril.
I feel bad for her. Damn, I'd hate being an
No
oceanid.
matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be. No, our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories.
Why not? You could still be,
The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
X.
If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
Damn, that's terrible.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing.
Damn.
If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
So she turned in. So we just need to find him then. If we find him, we can find out more information.
Is that what you call it? Dissolving?
All right, let's not argue semantics now. Come on, I'm trying to help her.
Consider it a form
You can't help
of
anybody
release.
these days. Everybody's just
It was a
a
state of neither
critic.
fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface.
Yeah, great.
I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and
Oh my god, do you
anxiety.
think they make the people drink it? Do you think they make the people drink it and then that's why that guy dissolved on command? Because he drank it? And do you think someone has control over it? And do you think that was what's in our drinks? And they were trying to give it to that girl, but then Paimon drank it. Because they know that that girl's from Fontaine, and they probably would assume that we were, but obviously Paimon, they're not gonna, what are they gonna do with that? Guys, conspiracy theory. Does all that get answered in this part? I guess not, probably not. And Bhavan Kumar, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to stream, how are you?
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell, then. I am glad that you
Oh,
were able
Paimon's
to
our
sense
companion.
my
Our
presence.
best friend.
Remember, if you see Vache, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
Okay. Hello? What is happening? Bro, longest nap of my life. She seems to be just fine. Oh, she's so cool.
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Maybe they just thought I'm gonna use my C6 shout. This would be reaching.
Chlorand?
Oh, she is so.
Quick, now's our chance!
Hello? That's nuts. Oh, she's insane. And they're in love, right? Yeah. Figures.
I should
Typical
thank you for lending us
Hoyoverse.
your sword, dear Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
Why are we lecturing her?
Followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
Oh, she
I
sounds kind of
believe
British.
that following
Not at
someone
all. I don't
without
know why
their
I said that.
knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Oh, wah. You like
Mr.
to complain.
Callus's last
If she was
wish
stalking
for
me, I
me
don't
to
think I'd be
ensure
that
your
mad.
safety, and I will not betray his trust.
Who? Mr.
He would do the
Callus?
same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Oh, right.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
It's okay.
Thank you for your
Silver.
aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Emotional
Sorry,
harm.
I
Me.
did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance
yeah.
tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me.
But isn't the police in charge of all those little guys?
What about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means.
Oh, okay. I guess that makes sense.
Deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish.
Yeah, I'm alright. It's serious now,
Regardless,
y'all.
Thank you for your help today, Clorand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
That's crazy that she saved your life.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
That doesn't mean she's gonna stop entirely if she feels that they'll strike again soon, so I like that answer. She's like, I might come back. Purposely vague.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Is it?
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, I just... She's...
Yeah, literally what's happening?
Goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
When did she get so tall?
Oh, and there was that champion duelist named Chlorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
My one's like, oh, I don't want to have to roll up my
Come now.
sleeves.
Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such,
Leo.
we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow? Ooh, Paimon's even more amazing than
It was the drinks. It was the drinks.
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by
I knew
mistake.
it.
How did
Am I just a
that
genius, or are these
happen?
Archon quests like simple?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky. Fanta only comes in sweet flavors, so how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the
And
primordial
first,
sea?
hi David.
Yes. So if
Oh,
you
Davy.
hadn't drunk that cup for me,
Guys, did you know
Spina di
David's my son?
Rosula is
I have a
preparing
son.
the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Have you guys seen that girl on TikTok that dips her food in honey mustard and cottage cheese? I want to try it.
I sent people to Hotel de
You guys know what I'm
Boer to
talking about?
investigate. But whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend
How-
Lenny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process.
Woo!
Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that
I knew they
voice
tried to drug
calling
us,
for
y'all.
Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
That cutscene was nuts. I was crazy. I was crazy. Absolutely insane. I screamed, I gagged, I died. I was actually mid-sentence when I saw Chlorand, and I literally gagged. I don't know, did I scream? I don't even remember, I blacked out. Hi Amethyst, hi Manny, how are you guys? Alright, Lynette said that in the beginning.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
I mean, I'd imagine
That
so.
doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
What'd you have for
New
dinner?
intel?
Mukbang,
While you were
mukbang.
out cold?
Got some eating hazelnuts.
Well, let's hear
Dinner,
it, shall
girl
we?
dinner. No, I'm kidding, I already had dinner.
Oh, that is important. Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court
Well, now we
lately.
gotta find him.
Since he saw that young woman dissolve,
Whatever our child
he
is.
was at least at
We
the
still have his
crime
vision,
scene.
don't we?
But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
You're on my account? What account? This account?
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
My bank account? What? Whoa. Not again. David, congrats, you get $5.15. I have no money.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or
Went
not.
back to my bank
You're
account.
not gonna let those people who targeted us
Password?
get off
It's
the
the same
hook
as my
so
Genshin
easily, are
password.
you, Traveler?
I'm kidding. That's not true. Oh my god, imagine if that was true. That'd be nuts.
Demoiselle, do try.
I wouldn't be
not
like,
to
would you
look
really be
quite
that
so
surprised if I told you
pleased.
that? Like, no,
You
not
are
really.
the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you.
Sleepover!
We also
Woo!
have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners.
Sleepover!
We'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
I got drugged on y'all's watch, but okay, yeah, sure. Secure. What's that achievement? Oh, what the hell? You're like, oh, don't worry, you'll be safe. Like my guy, I got roofied. I don't want Ridsley. I want Nuvolette. Actually, yeah, I think I want almost every Fontaine character as well. It's gonna be rough.
It's
Hey,
right
Josh,
up
how are
ahead.
you?
But let's make sure we weren't followed first.
Well, girl, we're
I've
already
been
here.
keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Huh, very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
It's dry. Downstairs, secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain. Oh, shit. Secret, 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 secret. Tunnel. Oh. Tunnel. Oh my god, I bounced off the wall. Did y'all see that? Oh. Shattered my ankles. My fault. Whoa. Give me that lizard. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Teamwork is strict.
Teamwork is dreamwork. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. I don't play that game. I'm about to uninstall it. Oh my god, a dog! Hello! Hello! Woof. Woof. That's what I do to my dog. Yeah, David, I got him too. Oh, I'm in the water now. These little kids jumping at. Look at little orphan Annie over here. What's going on? Wow! I'm rich! He is adorable. I was a little afraid for a moment that... Hello? Oh. That, what do you call it? That I was gonna... That he was gonna wear his helmet when he was in the water. Yeah, that's fine. Darcy keeps charge of it. Yeah, I was a little concerned about that. I mean, you guys know how funny I found it the first time. Changing times. Pottier. That's his name. Alright, so this guy sounds like a nerd. Nerd alert. One of my coworkers,
To know how it works.
we had interns in the office, and she would literally, like, as they walked past, she would go, nerd alert. It was nuts. Oh my god, an attorney. You know I was almost a lawyer, guys. Can you imagine that? I almost went to law school. That's crazy. I guess, no one asked. Yeah, you're right. Can you imagine me being a lawyer?
So,
Not for me.
This is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Thank you.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
Osmanthus wine.
Our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father, he was the previous boss's
Oh my god.
right? How did he...
That was really bad.
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain...
That...
I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And
Wow.
as partners,
Alright.
this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Oh, damn.
3 years ago,
Is he a
he
cheater?
was accused of murdering
Oh.
his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Damn.
Oh no.
Sucks. Well, actually, really.
I do not believe
That's
my father was
suspicious,
a
but-
murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that
Is it
even
quiet?
after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Maybe he knew he was gonna be set up and he had no chance of winning a trial?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances.
Oh, well, there you
case
go,
at the
girl.
time of
It was
his
a
death.
hit.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
Are you watching on your phone, David?
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something.
Well, duh.
They must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Oh, damn. That's rough.
Here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Tomorrow. So you gotta hang on till tomorrow. There'll be sun.
Demoiselle, please.
So
if
many
there is
orphans in
anything I can
Genshin.
do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed
Only
Callus the
one murder
Unfaithful.
case. I mean, at least 3 strikes, am I right? Like, bro was put on trial for murder, and they're like, Ugh, these people are so wishy-washy. Like, oh,
Even our supporters decreased greatly
hey,
due to that incident, hence our
you
strained
leave Ito
finances
alone.
at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little
That's
suspicious
what I'm
when he
saying.
was accused?
Fake fans.
No.
Mayweather fans. For
Perhaps
real.
people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really.
Okay, actually, hear me
Everyone's
out.
like
Hear
that.
me out. Hear me out. I'm gonna say
People
something.
love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
That's actually so true. But Loxy, thank you so much for the resub. I really appreciate that. Yes, Crownsy's talent level 10. What I was going to say was, oh shoot. Oh, I don't know. So like, let's just say like one of my friends was like accused of murder. Like, depending on the friend, I don't think I'd believe it. Like, people have no faith. Like, I would definitely be like, okay, if my, like, let's just say like certain people, like if Dakota's one of the people I'm a little bit iffy on, only cause no, I don't. She's not like a no. Dakota doesn't have a mean bone in her body. I know she like Darcy, I would believe that you did it, but I'd also believe that like there was a reason, like not that you were just like a cold-blooded killer. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you could kill someone, probably. But like, let's just say everyone was like, she did it, and you were going, no, I didn't, no, I didn't, no. Like, I would probably believe you. I've, I haven't been told I trust too easily, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But at the same time, like, I feel like that's your friends. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of having friends if you're not gonna believe them? Damn. Okay, maybe. Like certain people, I would just believe. Actually, most of my friends. I feel like I wouldn't be friends with someone if I wouldn't immediately believe them, though. You know what I mean? Maybe. Okay, maybe I do have a trust problem.
But
It's my bad.
how could...
Never mind.
Never mind.
Oh.
If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth.
And Paimon.
He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Coran.
Oh, that's awkward.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
How was the murder trial scary? Are you allowed to talk about it? Was it jury duty? Or no, you testified. Were you a witness? That's nuts. It's not about believing them, it's about lying with them. Would you lie for your friend if they killed someone? Probably. Oh no. Oh no. It depends. Unless like I thought I was next and I'd be like, they did it, you know, like if they were really like had like a psychotic break, but I'd probably lie for my friend. Yeah, it depends on who they killed as well. Like if they killed like my mom, if they killed like David's like big easy mother, then like maybe I'd be like a little bit like, whoa, that's kind of crazy. But like if they well, that's what I'm saying. Like Dakota, I feel like could it like snap and kill people. I feel like Darcy might. I don't think Darcy would kill me, so I'd lie for Darcy. Same thing with Dakota. Or no, one of my coworkers I think might kill someone. She's really nuts. I know I'm safe though. She really likes me, but she makes one too many jokes. Maya, you would never. I heard the shots. Didn't see anything. Testify about the time. Was it sad? Like, were you stressed out or were you upset? Like, I mean, I imagine you were when you heard the shots in the first place, but still.
Yeah.
You would never,
That's
Mayu.
not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Anders is a little
Miss
scary.
Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either.
That's so you. So the joke my coworker makes, she just goes like, she'll just say like anytime she has like any minor inconvenience, she just says like, I'm gonna. It's not funny, but she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna like, oh, like if this happens one more time, like tomorrow I'm gonna run into work with a bomb strapped to my chest. Like, it kills me. Or like, for example, like we were getting Starbucks and we were picking up the order. It was for me, her, and then one of my coworkers. She always wants something. Oh yeah, the don't go to school tomorrow jokes. Oh, those are that's terrible. But like we were getting Starbucks, and my coworker, she always gets the same thing, so I knew her order, so I just picked her up one anyways. And as we were getting it, she handed me the thing. They always fill it up really high, and it almost always spills, without a doubt. Like every single time I get it, I don't really care though, because it's just like a couple drops. But when she was handing it to me through the drive-through, she was doing it on the tray, so it hit me a little bit, and it was it. Like it literally just touched me, right? Like that's it. And she was like, the girl was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, are you okay? Did that hurt? Like, oh my god." And I was like, "Oh, it's fine. Yeah, it's no problem." She was giving me a napkin. She's like, "Are you sure you're okay?" Like, she was like so like freaked out. And I was like, "No, it's fine." The girl working at Starbucks. And she was like, "Okay, like, oh, I'm so sorry, like apologizing profusely." And I was like, "It's fine." So then after we left, I was like, "Oh my god, I wonder what nutcase like traumatized that poor girl into thinking that like she needed to apologize that much." You know what I mean? Because some people really do act crazy, especially like at a Starbucks. You know what I mean? Like customer service, I could never do that because I would just snap. But so my coworker who's sitting next to me, she was just like, "Well, I just don't know why they need to fill up the cup that much. Like, it's stupid." And she starts going on this tirade about like, just don't fill it up as much. Then she points to like my drink and she's like, "Why don't they fill this up as much? Like, I would want more of this, but then of course they don't fill up this one. They fill up this one so it can spill on you and burn you." And she goes, "Yeah, that girl's lucky you were the one driving and not me." And I was like, "Oh, so you're the kind of person that she had to deal with, I bet."
She knew Master Callus
You know?
beforehand and greatly respected him, but
Like, she
seeing
probably had to
how
deal
he
with
was
someone like my
resolute in the
literal insane
arena,
friend who just screamed. Suit and metal. Metal accessory? What metal accessory? On like the belt? Like the buckle?
there was only ever one choice she could have made.
Yeah, but like it wasn't that hot.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't.
It just
deal
like
with this
touched
yet.
me. Maybe that's why maybe she thought I burned me. I don't know, but she was freaking out, the poor girl. I was like, "It's all right. I don't care."
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you.
Was
Even if
Clorand
it did
giving,
sound
like,
I was
Sarah,
just
kind
complaining
of?
towards the end. Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
I can't believe this is all meant to be one day. That's nuts.
Yeah. Paimon's beat.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
This is no time for distractions. Seriously, you have a great magician standing right
There's no way
here.
that's
You don't
real.
want to miss the best part, do you?
Why is the second comment Todoroki is a real person? That's nuts. Oh wow. Whoa! You know what? You know what? I'm good. This is just not my business. I've just realized. It's not my business. Ragvinder? Ragvindavir? How do you even say that?
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe.
Oh my god, guys, I'm getting rid of my mattress. This is my last night on my mattress. I said I'm not even gonna
Where did the other two
be
go?
on it. I'm gonna sleep on the
I
couch because I
sent
have to
them
take it
back
out of
to
my
Bristle.
room.
It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our
Ragamuffin?
headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
Maybe.
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait,
Oh, it's
so
Vache.
you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new
I
evidence
know, she's so
appear?
cute.
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
Never too late. Never back down, never what?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten.
You know
No
my
matter
brother?
how much they wanted to.
I'm one of my friends, her name is Hope. Love her. She's great. But my brother was trying to piss me off one day. So she came over my house. Every single time he talked to her, he kept calling her J-Hope. But he kept saying it quickly so she wouldn't hear. But she's like smart. So she was just going, what? Every single time he did it. And I was like, stop. Like I was getting so mad. How do I even do that? He's a nut. I won't pull for her unless she's good for Geo. Like, if she's just another Geo DPS, like, I don't need that. I literally have the best one. But if she's, like, helpful for the Ito team, like, maybe could replace Albedo or Zhongli or even Gora, like, I would try it.
And that is the
I'll probably get her if
archives
that's the
kept by
case.
Chief Justice Neuvillette.
It
A
really
place
just
where
depends on
detailed files
what she's
on
like.
all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
If she replaces Ito, I'm not getting her. I don't need that.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you.
Albedo's
In that
easy,
case,
but
let's
yeah,
go
if
talk to
she,
him,
like,
shall we?
I'm just hoping she does, like, crystallize. I feel like that'd be really fun.
Aren't
You
you
know?
coming along, Navia?
I'm just only
Did
hoping
you
that
get
because, like, the
tired?
little, like, crystals on her outfit.
No,
Like, that looks
it's
literally looks like
nothing.
a, like
Let's
a
go see the Honorable Chief
the
Justice.
cores or whatever they're called, the crystal thingies. So hopefully, foreshadowing. No, I don't know. Have y'all seen that clip of Drake where he goes embarrassing? It's so funny. Doc, where are we going? Oh, bitch.
The
That'd
palais
be
is
really
right
fun
up ahead.
if she did
Come on.
that. Fingers crossed. Am I right, people? My butt hurts. I'm sitting funny. Ow! Hold on. Ow, 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 ow. Ouchie. Hey, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're What are you pointing at?
Hold! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. Huh.
She sounds like
This
McGonagall
place
from
does look pretty heavily guarded.
what's that
Guess
from?
that proves
Harry
that
Potter?
Neuvillette files are really secure.
Hey, don't
No.
you recognize us?
Oh, sorry. I mean, she sounds like McGonagall from Harry Potter.
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no.
I mean, no offense, she's not stopping me if I try to kick down that door. You know what I
They've
mean?
got
Like,
great discipline too.
it's like having like a little dog as a guard dog. Like, you can yell all you want.
I can tell.
All it takes is one
If you're here
swift
just
kick.
to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit. Unlike some, we're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I
Yeah,
meant to say is,
nice.
shouldn't you remember us from a few
Love
days
to hear
ago?
it. Congrats
we
on
were
your
at the trial
Genli.
of the great magician Linny.
Oh, yes, I remember.
I'm doing well.
I
How about
read
you?
about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh? Is that even a thing?
Does he like love them or something? Like, why would he care?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
Don't trust
All
me.
right,
I'm a
then,
liar.
I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Wow, that's crazy.
Ah, thanks so much.
He's their father? He gave birth to them? That doesn't make sense. Can I go in? Squeeze me!
Please come in.
Oh my god! I don't know why. I'm my dumbass. I thought we were gonna go see Farina. I didn't realize we were gonna see Neuvillette. Ah! Hi, sir. Let me sit.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Neuvillette. We only like to get in because
Okay, French. Okay, Paimon.
no any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
I'm in love with you.
So you're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him,
I feel like we should tell him about the oceanid. I feel like he'd believe us.
On the case.
You know?
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Like, I feel like if I was like, oh, this fountain spoke to me, and then I spoke to an ocean in the fountain, and she told me this name, like, I feel like he would just be like, oh, okay, and believe it, you know? Like, I don't think he'd really, like, be like, are you dumb or insane?
Who knew that Neuvillette
I think he would just
be
believe
so
us.
easy to talk to?
My nose is, like, clogged. What did that sound like? I'm sorry. My apologies.
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been
Dumbass
involved
fish.
in any case,
So she was
criminal
wrong.
or civil, in the past several years. There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
So he doesn't exist? I'll sniff whoever I want.
What if it was really just a dream?
Sorry.
Is that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur
I can smell the
Neuvillette.
sun with this
We'll
nose.
take our leave now.
Ahem.
What? That's
Miss
it?
Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
Then why'd you try him? Oh, yikes, 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 massive yikes.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No.
She's upset.
You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Alright, hop off my man for a moment though. Let's leave him alone. He's just a little dragon, otter guy.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In
Oh.
your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
Bro, they put that, they got a budget for tears. Someone on the animation team got them to budget in tears, and they've been using them ever since. That's crazy. I think she's crying.
Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die? Despised and hated by all. Everything
I didn't say it was big
hanging
budget.
on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things
Yikes.
I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
This is getting a bit serious, guys. He looks
I'm
sad.
sorry, Miss Navia.
Oh.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone.
Yeah, she's good.
It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything.
Ruh-roh.
In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies
She's
for
kinda
taking
dragging
my
him.
emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Damn. Yeah, no, she's good. Cutscene. Oh no. Got excited.
Navia, are you okay?
Checkpoint. How far am I? In am I around?
I'm fine.
Not that far, obviously, but
Rain. It's raining.
oh my god, he's
You're
crying.
right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today.
He's
How
crying.
strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
I think he's crying.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
Not the crime
That
scene.
thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value. Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
Oh! Oh lord.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water and then got washed away with the rain? Yeah. And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're
That's
completely
nuts.
right. How did I not connect the
Welcome
dots
back.
earlier? All right.
How much? You probably
Let's
have a
go to
lot saved
Poisson.
though, Maya.
With
Regardless.
this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Woo!
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Oh, is this like asking me if I want to break? Do I need a break or we keep going? What time is it? We keep going. 188 wishes you have saved. Alright, you're insane. Are you going for cons or his weapon or anything? Or no? Just him? Hey Wonder Sam, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to stream. How are you? We'll keep going.
Great. Let's go then.
Just him? Okay, cool. Well, girl, you have enough. You have guaranteed him because you have like 160. And then some for her as well. So you'll be fine. Hey, we've already been in
There's
here.
no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
I thought that other place was our
The one who
headquarters.
asked for it to be built like this.
Oh, that was like
Perhaps
that's just
our
like the
tastes in
bunker or
exterior
whatever.
design is the only thing we occasionally had in common. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Listen to this French ambiance music.
Poisson is where Spina
How
di
cute.
Rosula began, after all. It's our main base, our home.
I don't know how many wishes I had saved for my C6s. I know I did. Did you hear the old lady? She said, "Watch where you're going. If you get hit by my wrench, it's your own fault." I had a lot. For my C6 Xiao as well, though I don't know how many I had for him. I remember C6 Xiao was the reason why I didn't pull for Yolanda at first, because I was getting him. And then I got her on a rerun. Time flies. That was so long ago, guys. Do you even remember? Were you guys even here when I C6 my Xiao? Darcy and Mayu, you were, right? Or... you might not have been, actually. I know, obviously, you guys were there when I C6 my Ito. But I guess not my Xiao.
Melus, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that.
Shut it.
It's because my partner here reminded
That
me
was
of
such an
something really
exciting
important.
day.
You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible
Think so?
murders.
Hi, Walty. Did you ever answer me? I messaged you the other day, you know.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
Many years
you answered
ago,
me.
something
Oops.
called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant
I
hallucinations.
still have that weapon like half leveled up, yeah.
Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes,
Terrible.
he did.
Yeah, guys, I used to
Considering
use,
what we know now,
because I didn't have
it's
death
almost
match because I
certain
hadn't
that
bought a
synth
battle
was created
pass.
using water from the primordial sea.
So for Xiao, I
If you
used to
drink
use
synth for an
the
extended
Star
amount of
Glitter
time,
pole arm.
you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus.
The
or
craftable one,
control
I
your
believe it
emotions.
is. That was
And
so
if you were to
awful.
stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety
That
while
is
lacking energy
nuts.
to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance.
Those were the days.
As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for
But
a
yeah, he
complete
was doing
ban
like
of it.
5 people per punch.
Boss's
And because we were like
uncompromising
AR30, we
attitude
were like,
incurred the synth
he's
vendor's
so
wrath.
good.
But no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he
Hi, Giraffe, how
refused
are
to
you?
yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the
You know, it was fun.
mastermind
Early AR
behind
was
the
so
synth
fun.
operation and put an end to
And
the
it wasn't
problem
like
once
Genshin
and for
didn't have as
all.
much as like an online
Yes,
presence back then.
But the enemy was very
So, like,
cunning.
It was like everything was just a
So he
shot
could
in the
never
dark.
get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation.
Well, Modded, my concern is that if you genuinely forgot how the Civil War started at the age of 15 when you learned it at the age of 14, I'm worried high school might always be difficult for you. I'm a little concerned because that memory is really not working. Waiting for resin? Ooh, I have no resin.
Recognizing
Spent all mine.
that,
What are you
my
farming?
father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them.
Yeah, but I was good in school. That's the
Finally,
thing. Like, I'll forget
he
things
was
right
able
as you
to
say them
convince
to me. That's because
someone
I have
to become
crippling
his informant.
ADHD.
The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many
But
families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food.
levels?
But then, we heard two
Like their
gunshots from the
bosses or their
courtyard.
talents or
We
like what?
raced to the scene and
Or
found
like the
my father,
books.
still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
Huh? How did that happen? Aren't they on the same side?
Gotta cut out for a second.
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Oh, bro is definitely dissolved then. Yep.
Precisely. It's all thanks
Oh,
to you
books
that I
and
made the
ascension
connection
crystal.
now.
Oh, okay, okay,
Back
okay.
then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise
Oh,
himself
Herbie,
at the
what do you
banquet.
mean?
But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the two shots were fired. You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right
I'm
track
excited
to
to see
figuring
what
it all out.
happens. It's been very good so far. So
I'm
I've been
finally
liking it a lot.
headed towards the truth.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning. I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning.
What?
Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most
Can you
of
send
its
me a picture
former
of it? I want
glory,
to see.
Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
Thanks for the
If
prime
that's
sub, Walty.
indeed what he
Appreciate that.
wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark.
Well, girl, I think you're just
What
answering your own
was
question.
the point of him dying without sharing any
Shirt
of the
makes my
secrets he knew?
shoulders look very...
Did he manage to
Because it
protect
has like a really long sleeve.
anything in the end?
Peekaboo!
Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet.
What?
And Spina di Rosula is
What?
barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just
Oh,
as
it's cute.
meaninglessly?
Do they have a Tails one?
I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also
It's a good
ready
deal.
to take this on.
So you do know something else, Maloose.
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
That's very true. Oh, yeah, that's...
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had
I love swimming.
no more than 5 years left
I actually
to
swam
live.
laps before stream today.
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and
Uh-oh.
even told some members of Spina de Rosula about the details. But as long as you remain safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
So she needs to pretend it disappeared.
So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
Until today.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss.
Damn.
To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful were still far preferable than
Then why are you
losing
telling her
face in
this?
front
You're
of
blowing
his
up his
daughter.
spot.
So he chose to die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this
Damn, is this the
correctly,
Archon quest or
Demoiselle.
the
What
Navia
Boss
quest?
wanted
I
to
almost said
hand
Nahida.
to you was
Navita,
not
I
a
almost said.
parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
No, I was joking.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight? No. He might have set up
The
everything
tears!
precisely
Back
because
again.
he never thought I'd be able to understand him. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me?
Oh my god, bawling on a
And what if
budget.
I was
But like
never
bawling,
able to make it to where
like
I
crying.
am now?
Instead of like bawling, you know? Hee hee.
Yeah,
It's funny.
I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out.
Uh-oh.
Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
Tell us,
It's
tell us.
the location where synth is produced. Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
Let's go. Chop, chop. Come
When
on.
he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence
Oh, we don't
he
know.
found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the place is, can't
This
we
one
just
hair
go
is sticking
storming
up.
in?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades.
Okay, and I'm a traveler,
There's no
so...
telling what might
Wah,
be
wah, wah.
lying
I'm like
in
a million
wait at
years
their
old. Get over it.
headquarters. We also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor what people we may be able to capture. But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
Well, let's
The
sign
worst
it. Come
case
on.
would be that we leave
Chop, chop.
empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
Time to fight. Oh, I hope we don't have to
In
sneak
that
around. I'm always so
case,
bad at
Why
that.
not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly they may have been infiltrated.
Huh. That's true. Seems my father really had no choice. But
Bye,
things
Mata.
are
Enjoy the rest of your
different
birthday.
now. It should be a lot easier
see
to
you
prove the
soon.
other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
I am the butler, after all. I live but to serve the boss and Demoiselle's will. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative
Does
lack of
anyone know where, like,
ability,
halfway
I've
is
spent
around
my
roughly? Like,
time
am I getting
keeping
there
secrets,
close?
performing basic investigations and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to is that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here.
Oh,
When I announced orders to the organization's members on
Oh, fingers
Demoiselle's
crossed.
behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
It's time to jump
The
them.
first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss
Uh-oh.
trusted the most. Which
Oh my god, are
also
we gonna play like...
means that he was someone who understood Boss really well.
Yeah.
Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of
Marcel, I
Confrérie
know
of
Marcel.
Cabrières.
Suspicious.
Uncle Marcel.
It's a guild in Poisson. Boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around with a lot of business connections in the city.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting
Wait, why don't
against
you
the
want to
synth dealers,
ascend it?
they
Or why don't you
provided
want her
us
to
with
ascend
plenty
it?
of
Because
support.
she'll get even more crit damage. I was looking at her Gunny last night. Yeah, your
It's
Gunny
a
is
bit
pretty
difficult to imagine
crap.
someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step
Ooh,
ahead.
he seems suspicious.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all
Wait,
along.
why wouldn't he share this like a
among
while
those
ago?
I trust the most. It's
I feel like this is like
too
important
hard to believe.
information.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Of course. And thank you, Malus. You've provided us with a lot of great information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
I'm gonna go visit a widow? I feel kind of bad.
Malus, you really
What if
are
it's
the
him?
best.
What if he's the guy?
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
We don't know if we can trust him. I don't know if I
hope
can.
we can work together
If
to
he's a
uncover
liar.
the truth and end this case once and for all.
Damn. Sucks. Alright, maybe we'll go visit this family. And then... What's this? Was this done yet? Okay, no, we can do this like next stream. Oopsie daisy. Hold on, y'all. A brief intermission because I need to wake up. I swear, once there's like too much quest dialogue, and no matter what game I play, I get so tired. It's like listening to an audiobook. It just kind of puts me to sleep a little bit.
Gather! Freeze!
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this!
Incoming! Ha, huh?
Get him, Kaching! Whee!
Surrendering.
Oh, so sorry.
Alright, this is your name.
This is order. Rise!
Nowhere to hide.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite.
Try not to enjoy this too much. You're in for a little shock.
I will have order.
Solidify.
I think I wanted to make sure there was no confusion, you know, as to what role Zhongli was gonna fill. Not tonight, but soon, yeah, if you want. Are you finally out of underrated though? I'm not helping you level up that godforsaken account. I'm only playing comp. Because Valorant players are mentally ill no matter what you do. So if I'm gonna deal with that mental illness, I'm at least gonna get points for it. Yeah, that's fine. I'll play with you for sure. I wanna do a Valorant stream one of these days. The shit.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Rain!
What?
Who's next? Riptide.
Oops.
As you wish, Rainfoil.
Eyes on me! Let me weave you a verse. Know my soul!
You know what? Yeah, this is fine. I missed. Get him!
Yourself. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, that was really good. I liked his 12k burst. That was really nice. Most sane child main. I'm so eepy sleepy, guys. This is terrible. Oh, you know I have a kickball game tomorrow? How do I screenshot? I actually don't know how to screenshot my computer. I never do that. Hold on 1 second. Oh, snipping tool. Hold on. Got it. Hold on 1 second, Darcy. I'm sending it to you. Let me know if that's okay. Oh, I sent it twice. Sorry. You know, I actually have not a singular clue how Femine works, like, at all.
I'll protect us.
Rain outlines your fate. Huh? Rain cutter.
Engaging. You're open. Leave the wounded to me. You're open. Frost is coming. Get in here. Day of reckoning. Frost is coming. Get in here. Pair. You're open. Get in here. Pair. Get in here.
Oh, this little French guy.
You're open.
Witness the power of goodbye. Rain outlines your fate.
Let's
You're
dance.
open. Let's keep going, team. If I didn't commencing cleanup. You're open. Frost is coming. Get in here. Pair. Get in here.
Huh. I don't know how he works. That helped me figure out absolutely nothing. So. Oh, that was good, Darcy? Okay, great. Time for the Sayu trial. Oh, I have none of those things. I don't even know if I ever finished ascending my Sayu. Her trials are always fun. So it's just a million elements, and you get to, yeah, run around as her.
Gooba, get them!
Cool it.
Goba Loki sucks.
Out the frying pan,
Just start
it's on
beef with
fire.
the, you know. Wait, why can I have more than one particle, please?
Freeze.
There we go. Damn.
Oh, so sorry.
Ninjutsu. I'm out of here.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Gooba, get them! Hey-ya! Huh. Come on out! And away I go!
It makes Sayu like seem really good, you know? Like it makes her seem strong, like she's important. Which is, you know, funny. Although her burst, isn't her burst similar to Bennett's where like she gives an attack buff as well? Or no? Oh my god, I have none of those little flowers. Oh, I can send him one time? Oh, 49 EXP. Yeah, no thanks. Nothing. Alright, maybe we finish talking to the family and then we call it quits.
It is settled then. Please excuse me and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
That little girl looks so angry. Adele! Hello?
Hey, Navia's all quiet.
It's me.
This isn't like her at all.
Help from the other side.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us
I
a
don't think
lot of
she
morale
feels the
and
same way,
support.
little girl.
I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
Well, duh! Okay.
I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the
goes about a
full
biter or
truth could bring
something.
closure to you. And to all of us.
She's mad.
I'm
She's
sorry.
big mad.
I appreciate the sentiment, but you don't have to carry all that guilt.
I think she thinks
On
so.
the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
What does that mean?
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never
The little
go
girl looks
into
like the girl from
synth
The
business
Ring.
again.
She looks like a
He had
demon.
many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything. So when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
Oh, I gotta do that.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Okay.
Before
What does
he
that have to
left
do with
that
this?
day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us. I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
What's it, kind of like
Which
an
is
us
why
or them
I'm the one who should feel
ultimatum?
guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing?
That's life.
Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well,
Capitalism.
things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons. Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Yeah, this is really all about her. That's
I'm
nuts.
very grateful to hear this from you.
I need to stop playing with my hair.
Personality
I'm gonna
is
get a bunch of
quite different
flyaways.
from your father's. Your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Morax, you better watch out. Are we talking to all the people we find suspicious?
Are you okay, Navia?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florent should be nearby, and we should be able to find Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city. I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Well, girl, we're already here, so... Surprise! Aspen, how far along do you think I am, roughly?
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
Are you suspicious?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned into water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure
Yes.
journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside.
I'm
and we
liking
found
it so
some
far.
clothes
It's a
left
lot
at
of
the
fun.
scene.
I can't wait until we
After
get
my
like to really
partner
figure
here
out
put
what
the dots
went down.
together for me,
Still a lot.
I feel like we
Ugh.
should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and bantering away with us at the
I want to
table.
finish the
After that,
testimonies and
he
things.
told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air.
I just need to know what happens.
So we let
I
him
can't
go
just
without
to bed
thinking
yet.
much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands.
Ruh-roh.
All we
He's
could
a
do
murderer.
was look back and
Oh,
forth
sorry,
at each
hit
other,
my mic.
not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guards said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
Ruh-roh.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him.
Why would he do it if he was like out with
The
his
gun
friends,
he
like in
was
front of
holding
everyone? It's just
probably
foolish.
belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys?
That's what he got for stealing.
But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
Maybe, girl.
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed. But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Wow.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth.
That's a loyal man.
You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
So I guess we don't think it's him? Or maybe we do. Ooh, I hope their stories contradict each other. That'd be fun. Oh my god, we gotta go all— what? Damn! Oh, 2 more people, then I have to talk to Marcel as well.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've got news of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson.
He enjoys the
Callus did a
ambiance
fantastic
of being a
job
spy.
running the town, building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these 2 friends of yours? You
I need to move the mouse away
here
from
for
eyes,
some
my bad.
formal business?
Yes. These 2 are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it. You think there might be more to the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right?
That's nuts.
I was also
like, imagine the
flabbergasted when I
chaos.
first
Like,
heard of it.
like, imagine if you found out
If you
literally
want to go
everyone
through
could be
the
just
original files from your
turned
father's
to
case,
water.
I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders
So
or
he doesn't have
carry your
complete
baggage.
control?
If you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're
I don't know if it
certainly
helps
not
us or
cheap.
not.
So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both. Now that you mention it, though, being in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
I'm getting eepy.
Then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation. I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
I don't know either now.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Oh my god, I haven't died yet today on stream, guys. Not once. Right? No deaths?
Navia, hello. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel.
Sorry,
There's no need to stress. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the Opera House. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see
That's
the magic
not looking
show.
too good for him.
Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Oh, Hibby.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
I always am talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Alright.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were
Gurdon.
attacked on Arrhenius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there. If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot.
Woo!
Do you have any
Drama.
new thoughts on my father's case?
Wait, I just realized you called me a
About
drunk,
that.
Darcy. That's
Sorry,
nuts.
my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory.
What? Didn't he say that?
The Confrérie was responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Wasn't it 2 gunshots?
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more. See if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Thanks for that, Jape. nap routine, I wouldn't get anything done. It would just be a sleep stream. Every stream. 10-minute nap would be nice. Hey, kitty girl. How are you?
We've talked to all 3 suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I mean, I would say Marcel as was the most
I
suspicious.
suppose that's to be expected, though.
But
if a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years.
Oh,
anyway, even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start?
My one thing with Marcel is that I feel like if he, what do you call it? I feel like, he was like, I remembered he was like, I thought of your father's case immediately, but then when she asked him to recount it, he was like, oh, my memory's a little bit foggy. Like, how would you remember that it was raining? And, like, the clothes, but you couldn't remember. You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest one. I don't know if it's in here. Give me a second. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Oh, it is. Oh, and he's covered in dust. He was under my bed. Ew. Gross. It's my Amori plush. It's a little bit massive. I think he makes a noise. Somewhere. At least I thought he did. Well, I think I need to put batteries in it, but I liked Amori a lot. It was really good. I'm like emotionally attached to that game for the rest of my life.
Right. Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission,
maybe the guy was trying to tell Callus who was after him, someone else tried to intervene, and then he got shot?
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory. Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's
Isn't the guy
obvious
Marcel
that our
really
enemy
rich?
has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the Confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. Still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Yes.
Thierry, you say? Huh. It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use.
I don't think it's him.
I didn't
Maybe it's,
feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about
What's
the
her
mecha.
friend's name? Walt?
I also don't think he'd be able to keep that kind of tampering under
Mellis?
wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
I don't necessarily think it was Florent
Florent?
though either.
It is true that he was
Florent,
closest to my
bad.
father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quickly. Who could it be?
I think I know who it is. Wait, what did it say? I think Marcel's the most likely.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Well, no, because no one knew. In theory.
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
I mean, I guess. Yeah.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky.
Do we get to go in?
We don't have any other options right now. We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Oh.
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
We're in trouble.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Ah!
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
This fucking idiot! Oh my god, what did he do? What did he do this time?
What? Is that someone you know?
Sadly.
Yeah,
oh my god.
I know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. It's absurd, don't you think?
I think that's a bit much.
How? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
Also, aren't they like
That's
decades
what I
old?
thought
He's not
was
that
strange
old.
about it, so I came to tell you the news right away.
Who's accusing him?
If the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the
Or maybe he
culprit.
confessed it just so he could fight the
And it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
Chlorine?
I understand. Well, partner, what do you think we should do? We
Time to
still
go to
haven't found
court.
any conclusive evidence.
What?
Split up? What do you mean?
Oh, I want to watch a trial.
Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Arrhenius, leaving his home base wide open. You're right. This is our best opportunity.
I don't think we should be discussing this plan right in front of one of our potential suspects, though, huh?
Them at the Opera House and charge
Like,
Marcel as the true
wasn't he
culprit.
just on our watch list?
I won't have any
like
chance
5
of
minutes
making
ago?
that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Oh my god, are we gonna like jump in the middle of the trial and go, oh my god, I object. Whatever.
We'll help you, just like you helped us in Linny's trial.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
Where did they come from, by the way?
Ah, Malou, Silver. When did you two get here?
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that you might require our assistance. It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Arrhenius. Paimon, Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
I wanna go.
See you then!
We just have to fight. That's so rude.
Now that Navia has set out for Arrhenius, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over.
And voila!
Hold on, I need these. I need one of these. I need it.
Time to act.
Huh. According to Malusa's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Oh. Found it. Oh. Hey, let me in.
Finally found it. Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. It should...
Oh, oops.
You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
See, this is what I want to see. What did Child do? Or what did he do? What did our favorite international terrorist do this time?
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia.
Tartaglia
Do you
also
accept the
kills
charge
me.
that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
Look at him.
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel.
I knew
to
it!
prove
I
their
knew he
name.
was gonna do this.
Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right?
Idiot.
I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointment.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
That's nuts.
No. That's not what I meant.
Is she weak as hell?
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress.
Hey Mark, how are you?
In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him.
Oh, here she
The wrong
comes.
man.
Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui Harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Well, you killed her father, so maybe you can let it slide.
Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Is she gonna accuse that guy?
A young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer. Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is...
Yo, chill. We actually have to charge them right now?
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Real!
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter.
Friends to enemy. Oh wait.
Committing to the charge
Enemies to
also
lovers.
means taking
Same
on
thing.
the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court.
Yikes.
Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
He's probably so mad. We just talked to him.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on.
I feel like
I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Crazy queen.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage. On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabriere. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries.
If he just thought no one would... I mean, I don't know. Even if I thought no one would believe me, I feel like I would still say something. But I guess it was to protect Navia. Will, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Hello. Right off the bat, though, guys, really, really quick, I do want to let you guys know I'm doing part 2 of the Archon quest. So if you have not done that yet, spoilers are very heavy right now. But how are you? How was your stream? Welcome, everyone. Oh, also, if you're new here, hi, my name's Tori. The world quest in Fontaine, like that diving one and everything. Are you like really like head first, like almost done with Fontaine? Yeah, I only started 1, or no, 2. I started 2 of like the long ones. The one with that little the painter, and then the diving one. That's about it. Carteo, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, my exploration's like, it's okay. It's better than Sumer, that's for sure. But it's still, I mean, it's fine. It's only 4.0. I think I still have time. I just feel like you gotta move fast with Genshin, you know what I mean?
These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene.
Have you done this yet?
Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time.
Well, I
However,
do think Marcel obviously was like the most obvious of the 3. I don't
about the abilities of water
know if
from
it
the
was like
primordial
just
sea.
him.
Something.
How does him not bring a gun with him have nothing to do with it?
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered.
Scrublord, thank you for
and
the follow. I
instead
appreciate
shared
that.
everything with
Welcome to
Callus,
stream. How are you?
hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
I guess. Alright, next.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
Okay, we're making progress.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques, as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
You excited, Stink? We did it, guys. So we unaccused the dad, but we didn't like accuse the actual murderer.
Ah, so that's what happened.
We don't know who the third person was.
You're
We don't know
telling
who
me
the organizer
something
was.
as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
That doesn't necessarily prove that it was him.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two things. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
You have testimonies.
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Boo! If you don't have any evidence, you should just
She's
go
so
home.
messy for that. That's mad
I may
funny.
not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match. Considering the serial disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
So she's not completely insane.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Yeah.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
I've thought about this too, and the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain,
It does make me a little sleepy, but it's interesting, so I like keeping up with it. I like paying
Boss
attention.
once told me
Justin, how
that
are you?
Demoiselle had already been selected as the next
But I am
target
getting
of the
tired. I need
serial
to wrap it up soon.
disappearances
I wasn't supposed to go over 12 today, but here we are.
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
So,
She's out
you mean
to get
say
revenge.
your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand. I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clorand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives. In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate,
Her
and
voice
some
is
even
so,
manic
she sounds
and
like
twisted.
elegant.
Just
She's
one
so
look
cool.
and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
That's nuts,
I concur.
Reggie.
However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing.
Okay.
In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And, at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
So patronizing.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events?
No.
On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
Oh.
I do apologize, Demoiselle. This was my mistake.
Oh, so you're an idiot then.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time. Could those records and testimonies do something to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
Yikes, yikes, yikes.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's like, oh, women are so emotional and irrational. I don't trust
and
him.
And the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth. While that same agency has long been taken from them, the people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice. Many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache?
Huh.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
What? Come on. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh my god. Should I stop here? Guys, stop. How much more do I have? I have to go to sleep soon. Bubble butt. Does every character have that? Bruh, come on. Even Yalan, that's messed up. The objective is to go... proceed deeper within to investigate. At least half an hour? I mean, if it's only a little, I feel like I should just power through. We've been doing it for so long. But, like... Load up Morax. Wait, does every single character have... Oh, I can't change my party. What do you mean? It's rude. Bennett! Oh, I love Bennett. What a cutie patootie. How much longer do we think I got left? Half an hour or more? I could power through half an hour. I'll just regret it in the morning. But if it's... Oh, more? Would this be a good place to stop, you think? Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna... This is a cliffhanger. Right? The cliffhanger. You wanna know why? Because I'm almost done. Like, what? Like an hour almost done? Hey, Jordan. Thanks for the resub. Prime sub! Okay, I'm gonna pause here. Only because... I'm thinking about it. Oh, wait. Will I be able to get back in this area, though? If I leave? Yes. I am. Okay, great. Well, we're gonna farm this new man one more time. 1 month streak, but 34 months is kind of crazy. Okay, well, I need to don't do this to me anyway, so. One last time. I burped. Oh, now I'm hiccuping. Great. Good night, Aspen. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. I have a fart redeem. It's, Reggie, chill. Leave my Ito alone. Don't make me go back to that strong box. I just got out of those trenches. What was I saying? Reggie, no, don't. You can't let me have this? That's cruel. Really?
Cue the spotlight. I'm going in. A round of applause.
Damn, did his dumbass 71k? Oh my god.
Now disappear. Let's light it up over here.
Louie. Okay, well, I need to replace his sands as well. So hop off. How good's the circlet? How good are we talking? Really? Most of the animal bursts I feel like prioritize Pyro, so that's funny. Ugh, just to get bare bones minimum is crazy. Oh my god, yours is better than mine. You're annoying. We just have defense though? Mine has 16% defense. Alright, there we go. I just wish that HP roll went into defense or crit damage because then it would have been perfect. It's messed up. See, this is good. This is my, I would say, my issue piece. It's not even terrible necessarily. It's just mid. Could be better. This I don't think I'll get much better than this. Because that's what, 18.6 plus 21.8? It's like essentially 40. Same with 13.6 times 2. 27.2 plus 13.2. It's like 40. This is... We'll just say plus 8. 32, roughly? A little less? He's 94.6 to 239.9. Oh, 236.9, I'm sorry. He's beautiful. I just want him to have a little bit more crit damage. I mean, to be fair, he is my strongest character. I think it's only fair that I give him all my attention. You know? No, but I think he's good for now. The sands is really the thing, but luckily, like, technically I'm always farming the sands because I always have the chance to get a defense percent thing that I could try and level up. Like, I might even have another one locked. Oh, like this on piece? Wait, what? Give me a moment. Pardon me for one moment. Okay, or it's garbage. Yep. Garbage. Hi, Sora. How are you? Unfortunate. Yeah, see nothing right. Oh! Oh! One more. Last try. And then we're done. Oh, God. These artifacts are killing me. One day I'll get a defense percent sands. Look at this. I used to be using this on him. How tragic is that? This has got to be my first thing to go. Poor Scar. He has to share his really good artifact with poor Linny. Oh, wait, what? Oh. Hi, I thought you'd be happy. I shortened the ad thing. I shortened it specifically so that way no one had to sit through 3-minute ads again. I figured out how to do it. Actually, ever since we did that, we have been getting less complaints, which I'm happy about, which means it's working. Wow, so healthy. Oh my god, the censorship bubble falls them out of the water as well. I didn't realize that, because only a few characters can like dive like that. It's funny. Hey, chill. Nice. Where am I? One second, I need to see it from this point of view really quick. Got it. What's my expiration like now? 39.55 cents. Not bad, guys. Not bad. Right, let's get out of here. We'll go. Honestly, we'll go back to Sumer just for when I have to do my dailies tomorrow, so I'm already there. No, I never played Mario Odyssey. I had never really actually fully played a Mario game. One of my friends actually gave me the version that has like the attacking Cappy, but I never finished playing it. Is that Odyssey? No, that's is that Odyssey? No, that's a different one, right? One with Cappy? Alright, so next stream we'll finish the Archon quest and then do the event. Oh, that is Odyssey. Okay, well I started Odyssey, but I never finished that. Alright, got achievement. Let's see, wish check. Ooh, okay. Next time I see you guys, I'll be over 7K. So hopefully I'll be at like 45 wishes. Listen, I did a lot of it. You should be proud of me. That fuck-ass penguin. He's so cute.
Getting here! Frost is coming! Getting here!
Oh, the cooldown's shorter if you don't hold it. Weird. Alright, guys. Gamers and friends alike. I'm going to bed. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. It does look really, like, without those lights back there, I swear it looks crazy. Hey, guys. Good night. I'll see you Sunday. Oh my god, yes, guys, please. I have so many new videos on my YouTube. I uploaded 2 this week. 2. One of them's a silly Roblox video. I will just give you the heaviest volume warning I possibly could for that because it's a little bit nuts. And you know, read someone so you can get points. Ugh, I don't feel like reading. Doesn't have to talk. We'll do it Sunday. How about that? I'm always silly on Sundays, so maybe it's the impending doom of work that makes me act up. You leave right away? No, I have to be polite and like talk. Also, half the time I'm raiding one of my friends, so I want to talk to them anyways, you know? But I'm not in a talking mood. I'm in a mood to slam my head against my pillow and pass out for 6 hours and then have to wake up because I actually have to wake up pretty early tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow's gonna be great. You know, actually, I got the most sleep I got in so long last night. I went to bed at like midnight and I woke up at 5, but then I went back to bed and until like almost 9, which is like a lot of sleep. But all day today, I was so tired. I was like unbelievably tired, and I had no idea why. But yeah, anyways, you guys don't care. Sorry. Good night. I'll see you soon. I might have time to work on something for YouTube again. I want to upload just like some like Archon quest stuff. My day off on Tuesday was great. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I'll try and see when I can have stuff up by. Hopefully soon. Hopefully more videos on YouTube. I'm so close to YouTube partner. I think we're less than 80 away now, subscribers. So I'm really getting there. And here's a promise. If we get within like 50, hopefully, you know, sooner or more than that. But if we get within 50 subscribers by the end of September, I'll do a subathon here on Twitch to push for YouTube partner. So that's a promise. I think I'll do it the last weekend of September. I just really want to get there. Gotta get close. So if we get within that goal, I'll do it. Just so I can harass everyone. And so hopefully, so hopefully I'll have more stuff up by then so I can at least have a little bit more, you know, content for everyone that I'm forcing to watch. But yes, good night, guys. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it as always. I'm excited to see where this Archon quest go. Or will go. Sorry, I misspoke. But yeah, I'll see you Sunday. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves. There's like a mini heat wave going on in the Northeast. So if you're around these parts, take care. Oh, you got me fucked up. Absolutely not. Yeah, refund that immediately. Good night, Stink. You're funny. You're so funny for that. Absolutely not. But I'll do it on Sunday. If just redeem it again. No. If you really want on Sunday, you can do an account review. Alright. Good night, guys. Darcy's lying. Don't worry, Stink. You'll get your points back. Yeah, I'll see you Sunday. Take care until then. Have a great weekend. Do lots of fun, silly things. Oh, your characters aren't good. Okay, well then we don't have to do one on Sunday. Don't worry. All right. Good night. Take care. Bye. 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 Adios. Goodbye. Farewell.